welcome, welcome again to the show this evening. My name is James, as usual, and I want to welcome you to the Droplets live show this evening. It's another Sunday night, it's another Sunday evening. And if you check your time, it's already 9 p.m. This evening, we'll be looking at a topic that says define the relationship. Define the relationship. Many of us have gone into relationships without having opportunities at one point or the other to define this relationship. And this has some one way or the other caused this relationship to go the way we do not want it to go. Now, what is the importance of actually defining a relationship? We will get to know the importance as we move on this evening. One thing I have experienced in life is this: when two people are dating each other or they are courting, and one person is giving all he or she can give into that relationship, and the other person is not really doing much, the weight of the pain in the relationship is going to be on one side, and it's going to look as if it's only one person that understands what exactly is going on in the relationship. It's going to be like only one person knows the value of that relationship. Then you find one person being neglected or devalued or being used, as the case may be. But this evening we'll be looking at defining the relationship. You're in a relationship, but you've not had the opportunity to sit your partner down. You and your partner have not really had the opportunity to sit down together and talk about where is this relationship heading to? What do you want in this relationship? Okay, if this relationship is heading towards this area, what are the things you want? What are the things you do not want? How do you want this relationship to go? How do you want it to transition from one point, to another? How do you want the relationship to go in a way that both of you are going to be mutual beneficiaries of the outcome of that relationship? And relationship is not meant to be selfish. It's supposed to be a selfless relationship. It's supposed to be a selfless experience between you and your partner. But these days we've had cases where somebody comes to you and cries on your shoulder, telling you that I don't know what's going on in my relationship. I don't know the mind of my partner. I don't know the mind of who I'm dating. I don't know if the person loves me. I don't know what this person wants. I don't even know if we are actually heading towards marriage. As Christians and as children of God, we shouldn't get into a relationship that is not actually heading towards marriage. However, when a relationship is kicking off, you shouldn't bring out the marriage thing. You don't throw it to the face of the person that, okay, this is it and all that. There should be a time where both of you we get to know each other. So we'll be looking at four things today that we're going to be considering will at the end of the day help us to, in defining our relationship with whoever we are in a relationship with. Now, the first thing, and this is where many people miss it. This is what many people fail to do before jumping into telling their partner, this and these are the things I don't want in this relationship. The first thing is that you must know the person. You must know the person you are dating. You must know the person you are in a relationship with. You see, failure to know that person, if you go straight into sitting that person down and having the conversation of defining your relationship or telling the person what you want or where you think this relationship should be heading to, you'll find out that the tendency or the probability of you getting disappointed is going to be high. Because if the person turns out to be somebody you don't really like, or somebody you don't really know, or somebody you wouldn't really want, then it becomes a problem at some point. You understand? It becomes a problem at some point. But it's important that you take time, to get to know this person. Get to know how the person relates to people, how the person relates to his or her friend, how the person relates to his or her family, how the person handles, things around them. So you understand? You need to give yourself that time. Take for example, somebody approaches you and that asks you to date him or her, and of course you probably like this person. You like the person naturally. You are interested in that person. However, you don't really know much about this person, so you should be able to give yourself ample time to know this individual, to know the individual's character, to know the individual's personality, to know if this person is really the kind of person you will want to spend the rest of your life with. And the importance of this is what I have said before, that instead of you being disappointed after getting yourself so deep into this relationship, after getting yourself so committed to the relationship, and you now discover that, oh, this person is not really who I want to spend the rest of my life with. And what I mean is in the area of quality, I mean the person's personal quality, personal character, what the person is actually made up of. You need to really take time to get to know who this person is, and that will help you to know if you want to take your relationship to the next level, where you are now committed to that relationship, where you are now really immersed in the relationship, where you are sucked into that relationship with that person. You get to know. So knowing that person is your first assignment you should give yourself. Of course, the person has come to you and asked you for a date, no problem. You've gone dating with the person, you've met in different places, the person has been calling you regularly, has been texting you and all that. And then during that period, you are trying to get to know who this person is. You're trying to know this person, inwardly. And that is very, very, very important. Very important when you're trying to define your relationship. And number two, haven't crossed the hurdle of getting to know that person, and you are now satisfied that, okay, this is the kind of person I really want to share my life with. This is the kind of person I want to, spend the rest of my life with, or I would like to go further in the relationship with this person. Then you move to where you now start the conversation of defining your relationship. And again, what I mean by defining your relationship is you need to let the person know how you feel about this relationship, your desire, what you want, how you want to be treated, and how you would love to treat that person as well. What is going to be the destination of your relationship with that person? Are you looking forward to getting married to that person? Are you not looking forward to get married to that person? Either way, you need to still define your relationship. All right, you need to define it. So how do you open this conversation? And guess what? This is what many people do. They pick up the phone and like, okay, call their guy or their girl and say, hello, we need to talk. You see, when you come to somebody like that and you say we need to talk, the person's mind starts, going into different areas. That what are we going to talk about? What does she want or what does he want? It's like, yes, it is the serious matter, but it's like you're badging on that person. And that may scare some people away, actually. It may actually scare some people away. So it would be nice to start a conversation when you're trying to define your relationship in a subtle way. And when I say in a subtle way, I'm talking about you, first of all, laying before that person what you feel about the relationship. But of course, if you don't feel good about the relationship, I don't even think you're going to move into defining your relationship. So you moving into opening this conversation where you actually start to define your relationship means that you are actually interested in moving forward in the relationship. And that is a good thing if you have known that person and you're ready to move forward. And so, how do you start this conversation? Now, take this for example. You call this person, or you're on a date with this person, maybe in an eatery or in a park or somewhere, relaxing, and you just tell the person, I'm loving my experience in this relationship. I love what I'm experiencing right now. I really like the fact that I'm happy in this relationship, in what both of us are doing, and And you don't really center it on yourself alone. You try to also ask that person that, do you feel the same? Now, if that person feels the same, great, great. That's a good start for you defining your relationship. It means both of you have started on the same page. You understand? So at that point in time, you have told the person how you feel, and your feeling is pleasant. Like I said, for you to even get to that level of telling the person how you really feel about the relationship, where you want to start defining the relationship, means you have known that person and you are satisfied with that person and you really want to be with that individual. Okay. And so when you start a conversation in that kind of subtle way and that kind of subtle manner, the person is open and well relaxed to also go along with this conversation. You understand? So you kick off this conversation in a subtle way, in a very loving way, right? Tell the person, I like the fact that we spend time together. I like the fact that you call me every day. It feels good. I love it. It makes me happy. I hope you feel the same. Things like that will really go a long way in helping you to define your relationship. Now, having established that both of you, your feelings are the same and mutual, then we can move to the next step. And the next step is you literally define your relationship. This is where you put pen on paper if you want to write. This is where you lay it down in black and white. And you don't lay it down in black and white as if you are quarreling with that person or as if the person has offended you before. But you still lay it down in a way that is still loving and in a way that will show to this person that, yes, you want to go ahead in this relationship, but you want it to be something beautiful. You want it to be something exciting. You want it to be something romantic. You want it to be something blissful, something happy, something that will bless you, something that will make you a better person. You understand? So this is where you tell the person what kind of relationship you would want, how you would want to be treated, how you would also love to treat the other person, how the things you would like in the relationship and the things you wouldn't like in the relationship. This is where you lay it down in black and white. And remember, you have not gotten to that level where you are totally sucked into this relationship. So by the time you lay down all these things, to your partner, if it is not okay with your partner, you're gonna know at that point in time. So because you are not totally sucked in, you still have the strength and the capacity to say, okay, let everybody go their way, so you don't get hurt. But if you have jumped into sucking yourself into this relationship first without getting to know that person, to get to the level whereby you are now opening the conversation for defining your relationship, it becomes a problem. Because at the point where you discover that, hey, this is not the kind of person I want to spend the rest of my life with, it may be too late, because you must have been totally sucked in emotionally, all yourself, everything, you've committed it all into that relationship. Then that's when you now get hurt, when you discover that you can't go ahead with this person. So you need to then define. I cannot tell you what you would want in your relationship, but you need to define what you would want in your relationship. And this is also the point where you talk about the destination of your relationship. If you want marriage, if you want your relationship to end in marriage and the other person does not want it to end in marriage, that already tells you that there is a difference in vision, there's a difference in destination, there's a difference in goal. Of course, as a responsible person, you don't want to play that game of let's just have fun and go our different ways. You would want to experience a relationship that then leads into marriage. I'm not denying the fact that some people may not want marriage, but I see no reason why I will go into a relationship without having a direction or a destination of marriage. And there is no point, because I don't think the Bible actually supports that. So I'm not going to support that either. Okay, so we are on the third point, and that is where I said you define your relationship in black and white. One major thing is this: if your destination is different, look, it's a flag to not go ahead. There's no way you can try to turn someone's mindset to get the person to go to where you are going to. So if your destination, your direction are in different ways, maybe you are going to the north, the other person is going to the south, at that point during this conversation is where you tell yourself, okay, it's as if we're not going the same way. It's as if our perception is different. It's as if our belief is different. It's as if what we believe in is different. I don't think we should go ahead with this relationship. No matter how you feel you love this person. See, because if you force it, you're going to face the music in future. You're going to face it in future, and it's going to be very, very devastating to you. So, at this point where you are putting it all in black and white, please ensure at the end of this discussion you are having with your partner, please ensure that you have the same direction. Don't try to say, okay, I can still go ahead, because it's not going to be good. I must tell you the truth, it's not going to be good. I don't advise anybody to do that at all. Don't. Once your direction is different, don't go. It may hurt you now, but you will have saved yourself eternity of hurt. You would have saved yourself living a life that's, I believe you understand what I'm saying. So don't even try and cajole anybody to go your own direction, or try and see if your direction will eventually meet together in future. At this stage, this third stage, if it's not synchronizing, don't do it. Number one, which I've mentioned, is this. I have told you that you should get to know that person first. Very important. Don't be sucked into a relationship without knowing the person first. Number two, I have also said that you open the conversation. Open the conversation in a subtle way, in a loving way, in a way that the other person will not feel barging on him or her. That will encourage the person to go ahead with this conversation. Then number three is where you put it all in black and white. In black and white. And there is no, at this point, there is no selfishness. Because both of you need to tell yourself what you want. This is what you want before you actually go into it. So if both of you agree, glory to God. Or if you do not agree, excuse me, ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. So don't even do it at all. Alright? And now, the last thing that is very important that you must achieve when you are trying to define your relationship. Ensure that you are clear. When I say you are clear, it means that the other person you're dealing with understands you, understand what you want. That is one. Ensure that you are clear. Number two, ensure that you yourself understand the other person. What that person wants. If you both are going to go ahead in the relationship, please be clear. Please be clear. Be clear. Let the person know what you want in a clear way. Don't be bogus. Don't be vague. Please be direct, be clear, I don't know what word to use again, but it's important that you are clear. Very clear. You don't want to hear somebody telling you tomorrow that, but I didn't know that's what you meant. Oh, no, you didn't tell me that. Oh, you were not clear enough. Don't let that happen to you in your relationship. See, it is better you get it right than for you to get it wrong, and then you are married or you are totally sucked into that relationship, and then you're trying to pull yourself out. See, it's not right. It's not going to really end well at all. You're going to be broken. You're going to be shattered. And that is not what you want. So ensure that you are clear. Very, very clear. Be very, very clear. I want to emphasize it. Be very, very clear when you are defining your relationship. Be very, very clear. Very, very clear. At this point, you can put in your comments. If you have comments, if you have questions, you can put it in there in the comment section. I'm going to read them out and I'm going to respond to them. So I've given you the 4 things I want to give you about defining your relationship, defining your relationship before you are totally sucked in. Before you are sucked in, before you start dreaming of that person day and night, before you cannot eat without that person, before you cannot sleep without calling that person. Look, this is the moment you must not miss it. You mustn't miss it at all. You mustn't miss it at all. Don't even miss it at all. It's going to be disastrous. It's going to be disastrous. It's like you're going to be setting your life on a track that you don't want it to be. So please take your time. Take your time to get to know who you want who you want to really be committed to. Get to know this person. Know this person. See, this number one that I've mentioned is very important. You must know the person. Know the person's character. Know the person. Just take your time to understand this person and know who this person is. Check out how the person relates to his friends. Check out how the person relates to his family. Check out how the person relates with you in the presence of his friends, in the presence of his family. Check out how the person talks to you. Check out how the person really value you and all that. You need to check those things before you are totally immersed in the relationship, before you are totally sucked in. Sucked in. When I say sucked in, I mean sucked into that relationship where you feel, hey, I'm in this, I can't go nowhere. Right? So please take time to get to know that person. When you have known this person and you are okay that you have known the person, then you open a conversation aimed at defining the relationship, your relationship with that person. That's the second point. That's the next level you move to after you have known that person and you are okay. If you are not okay with that person, there's no need moving to that next level at all. There's no point moving to the next level at all. So check yourself properly. Check properly that you guys are in tune with yourself. Check properly that you guys are in tune with yourselves. Okay, and this is very, very important. And the third one is where you start to lay everything down, where you start to talk about everything, about what you want in a relationship and what you don't want in a relationship. You start to talk about it. Now, the fourth one is where you ensure that you and your partner understand what both of you have spoken about in the third level. Okay? In number 3, both of you must understand that you are on the same page. Be clear. Be clear about what you guys have spoken about. Okay? So this is where we are going to draw the curtain for tonight's episode, and I'm glad that you could join me today. Apparently, I almost didn't want to hold this show today because I was so tired all day. I had a stressful Sunday. Not like I left home, but it was so stressful for me. But because I don't want to disappoint you guys again, I had to come up with this so that we can talk about it. And I want to believe that you found this very interesting and you find it helpful to you and to somebody out there as well. And please, I would like to plead with you, please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and just subscribe. It is free. The subscription is free. You're not going to pay for it. It is very, very free. So please just go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Click the subscribe button. You will see a bell icon. You can also click on that bell icon so that anytime I come on live like this, you are notified. Or anytime I upload a video, you are notified. And I have a target to meet up with by the end of June this year. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers. Okay, I want to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I cannot do it alone, but you can help me to achieve this. So I want you to please share this video. If you like this video, please like it as well. Click on that like button so that people who watches this video also will know that there are people out there that this video are relevant for, and they will also like it. Okay, please feel free to share this video. Feel very free to share this video. It's really going to help a lot of people who are almost taking a wrong decision, or who have already taken wrong decision and trying to come out of it. So it's going to help them a lot. So please feel free, share this video, and I pray that as you are blessed, others will be blessed as well. I'm still going to come your way again next Sunday. Till I come your way that time, till I meet you here again that time, please continue to tell people to subscribe to this channel and continue to share this video and continue to live in perfect love of Christ. Thank you very much. My name is James, and see you again next Sunday.